I met Natalie 5 years ago at a friend's birthday party. She wasn't the loudest in the room, but somehow she drew attention without even trying. I remember she was wearing a dark green dress, sipping something strong, laughing with that kind of ease that makes you feel like you've known her your entire life. I wasn't even planning to stay long that night, but when our eyes met, I stayed. We clicked instantly. Within weeks, we were inseparable. She was witty, sarcastic in the best way, and grounded. She didn't chase attention, didn't care about social media clout, and said she wanted something real. We moved slowly at first. I had just gotten out of something messy and wasn't looking to dive into anything serious. But Natalie had a way of making things feel simple, real, safe. And after a year, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. We moved in together, built routines, traveled, even bought a dog. Her family liked me. Mine loved her. Everything made sense. So, when I proposed on a cold February evening under a snow-covered gazebo, she cried and said yes. It felt like the beginning of a new chapter, one I was proud to write with her. Planning the wedding wasn't easy, but we got through it. Guest lists, decorations, vendors. Every argument we had ended with a laugh and a hug. I thought, this is it. This is what real love looks like. You fight, you forgive, you keep moving forward. I was never the type of guy to believe in fairy tales, but Natalie made me wonder if maybe I'd just been looking in the wrong places before her. Then the night before the wedding, everything changed. We had agreed to sleep apart that night. The classic, don't see the bride before the ceremony tradition. But she called me around midnight and asked me to come over. She sounded nervous, almost panicked. I thought maybe she was just overwhelmed, anxious about the big day. I threw on a hoodie, got in the car, and drove over. She was in her pajamas, sitting cross-legged on the couch, eyes red, not crying in that moment. But she definitely had been. I sat beside her, took her hand, and asked what was wrong. And then she said it. I need to tell you something before we get married. I can't go into tomorrow with a lie between us. My stomach tightened. I didn't know what to expect, but I nodded and told her to say whatever was on her mind. She hesitated, looked down, then looked me dead in the eyes. I've been with a lot of men, more than 30. The room went silent, not because I was angry, but because I couldn't even process what she meant at first. It came out so casually, like she had rehearsed 100 times, but still wasn't sure how it would land. I didn't say anything. I just stared at her. She kept going. She said most of it happened before she met me, during a wild phase in her early 20s. She said it was something she wasn't proud of, but also something she didn't want to keep from me anymore. That she wanted to start our marriage with total honesty. That she didn't want to be haunted by a secret. She looked relieved, like she had finally dropped a weight she'd been carrying. But for me, the weight was just beginning. I don't think I said a word for 5 straight minutes. I just sat there, heart racing, thoughts spinning. This wasn't about judging her past. I'm not naive. Everyone has a history. But it was the timing. The night before our wedding, after all the vows we'd written, the promises we made, the dreams we built together. She had chosen that exact moment to tell me something she could have shared years ago. I asked her why she didn't tell me sooner. She shrugged. I was scared you'd see me differently, that you'd leave. I stared at her. So instead, you decided to wait until we were 12 hours away from standing at the altar? She didn't answer. I got up, walked to the window, and just stood there. I thought about everything we'd built, every trip, every fight. Every night we'd held each other. And then I thought about how I'd felt that entire time. Safe, chosen, respected. And suddenly it all felt false. Not because she had a past, but because she hid it from me. Because she let me walk blindly toward a future, while she carried a secret that could shake the foundation of everything we were about to commit to. I turned around and looked at her. She was crying now, whispering that she still loved me, that she hoped I could look past it. And maybe in time I could have, but not like this. Not after being blindsided. So I told her I couldn't do it. Not tomorrow. Not like this. I said I needed time, space, honesty that wasn't delivered at the last possible second. She tried to stop me, but I grabbed my coat and left. I didn't slam the door. I didn't yell. I just walked out quietly, heartbroken in a way I never expected. The next morning, there was no wedding. Guests were confused. Families were stunned. Texts poured in, but I didn't explain anything. Not then, because some stories don't need to be told while the wound is still fresh. It's been months now. I haven't spoken to her since that night. She reached out once. Just a message saying she's sorry, that she wishes she'd trusted me with the truth sooner. I didn't reply, because the truth is, I probably could have accepted her past. What I couldn't accept was the way she chose to hide it until the moment it was too late. And when someone shows you what they're willing to keep from you, even after years of love, you start to wonder what else they were willing to hide. I loved her. I really did. But trust isn't just about being faithful. It's about giving someone the full picture before asking them to build a future with you. And when that trust breaks, even quietly, it changes everything.